we're doing problem number 9 for Engineering Calc Mac 2311E from the Spring 2011 Exam 1. So number 9 asks us which of the following identities are true for all positive values of x. So the first identity they give us is ln of x e to the x is equal to ln of x plus x. Okay, and so we can solve this, right? So if we're dealing with logarithms, then we know our logarithm properties, and we can split this up into two separate logarithms, right? Because if they're being multiplied together, then you can separate them into two logarithms by adding them together. So ln of x e to the x is equal to ln of x plus the ln of e to the x. So I just separated this into two different logarithms and just took the ln, the natural log of x, and then the natural log of e to the x. Okay, so we have this, but we still need to simplify it a little bit more. So we're taking the ln of e to the x. So this ln cancels with this e, because when you take the ln of e, it's just equal to 1. And so we're left with just this x. So then this becomes the ln of x plus x. So, and that's what our identity was stating. So we know that 1 is correct for all positive values of x. Okay, so this one works. And so now we need to check our second identity that they give us. And the second identity, I'll go over here for this one. So the second identity is that 1/3 all to the x is equal to 3 to the negative x. Okay, so let's do a little work and see if this is true. So we have 1/3 to the x power, and so we can just put both of those terms, the numerator and the denominator, to the x power instead of having it outside of the parentheses. So this is the same thing as saying 1 to the x all over 3 to the x. Okay, and so we have 1 to the x. 1 to any positive power, 1 to any power, it's still going to be 1, right? Because if we have 1 squared, it's still 1. We have 1 to the 100th power, still 1 times 1 times 1, a lot. And so you're just left with 1. So 1 to the x is the same thing as 1. And so we can rewrite this as 1 over 3 to the x. And so now we have 3 to the x in the denominator, and if we want to bring that up to the numerator, we just have to change it to a negative exponent. So then this just becomes 1 times 3 to the negative x. And so we can just kind of forget about this 1, and it's just the same thing as 3 to the negative x, which, if we go back and check, is what our identity stated. So we know that this identity is correct as well for all positive values of x. And so our answer for number 9 is C.